Hi, this is David Whitehead. I'm the CEO and founder of ChildCloud. In today's quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do your record keeping, specifically for a Montessori school. So you're going to jump into the left-hand side menu, click on Academic, and then click on Learning Progress. You're going to choose your class. I'm going to choose the Sharks class. Your framework, you can select, you'd either have your toddler framework, early childhood, upper elementary, lower elementary. I'm going to keep it on early childhood. You can also filter it by subject, or you can click expand all, and then that'll open up everything for you. I'm currently in plan mode, which lets me add flags to every lesson. So I could literally say I wanted to flag that lesson for Jason, for cutting fabric for a collage. I can also flag multiple children. And then once you're ready to print out that lesson plan, just click the print button in the top right hand corner. And then you could choose specifically for a child, or you can click on a week view or a plan view. If I click on plan view, it's going to load the plan and it'll automatically pop up your print icon. So you could print this out, put it on the wall in the classroom, and it's breaking it down student by student, lesson by lesson of what's planned for that day. It also tells you when it was last observed, and then depending on your customized scales, you'd have introduced, working in progress, practiced, and mastered, so you can have a snapshot in terms of where that child is currently at. But let's flick across to record progress mode. And this is where you could just expand them all again. And if you go down to writing my own name for these children, you might want to highlight those 4 blocks. And then depending on your scales, you might want to say that those children have been introduced to that lesson. You could type in an observational note, attach a photograph of the children doing that, click save. Now there's going to be an eye that gets installed into those blocks. There it is. You may want to just move John up a level on his own to working with assistance, and it's quick and easy to do that. Next I want to show you the daily progress, because this page now feeds into the daily progress module. So today is Thursday, the 11th of June. I'm going to choose a classroom, the Sharks class. Now everything that's been done for today will be appearing on this list. So these are the lessons I've just been logging. You can go ahead and add a note here as well, add a photograph. If you need to edit this page at all, just scroll up and click the edit button, and then you can go ahead and just adjust anything if you've made a mistake. One thing we can do as well is print a report card based on these learning progress. So I can go ahead and click on academic reports. I can scroll down. Now there's 2 options for you. One is progress reports. This lets you generate the report card based on that. So I'm going to choose Jackson, and I want to do it for, you can choose your date range to generate the report card. I'm going to say this month. In fact, let's just say this term, and then click generate. Okay, so it's going to pull through a report card for this one specific student, for Jackson. And you can have a snapshot of where he's at. These are the recent learning progresses that's been logged. And then you've got art and creativity. Another way, and this is the way that schools generally prefer it, is to actually go down to a custom report card. And this is where it lets you actually build a report card. And I'll just quickly show you what it looks like once it's all complete. So let's click preview for this one. I think this is the example I've been using. And there's the report card. So if you scroll down, the report card pulls through the child's learning progress. But the nice thing with this one, it adds your attendance, it adds your staff signatures, and it gives a nice cover page with your school's closing and opening dates. Yeah, so that's a brief overview of the record keeping module. If you wanted to set this up on your own school, click on Center Management, Setup, and then you can go to your frameworks. and then you can either create your own framework, you can upload your CSV, you can decide if you want to be recording your highest progress level achieved versus your most recent. You can edit the framework as well. Okay, there we go. So I've got art and creativity. So you might want to shift some of these lessons around. So cutting fabric, painting freely, and if you click on it on the side here, you can then go ahead and edit that. You can also edit the lesson content. So now when the parent clicks on the lesson title, they can actually view, if you turn this toggle on, parents can actually get a better insight about what their lesson's all about. Alright, and that's the end of the tutorial. If you've got any questions, please contact us through support.